And if you can close your eyes and deeply relax, begin to focus on your breathing, your chest rising and falling deeper into relaxation. Arms, legs loose, limp and relaxed. And as you relax deeply now, I wonder if you can shrink yourself smaller and smaller to the size of a tiny cell of your body, little by little, moment by moment. And if you can imagine this tiny cell is not just any cell, this is a healing cell of your body. And I don't know the last time you gave yourself permission to leave life's chores out there, to really be here, healing your body. And I wonder if you can grab some healing devices or electrodes, minerals or vitamins you might need on this internal healing journey. With each breath you can drift deeper and deeper into relaxation. And as you wander around your body as a healing cell, you can fix and heal any of the loose drifting cells, smooth out any humps and bumps, and restore order and process to your body. Once you've cleaned away any obstructions, let me remind you how special you are. No one has the privilege of knowing what it's like to be you, living in the most amazing machine ever built. The human body. That's how special you are. And in the past, you've been suffering from irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and it's got nothing to do with you. There is a process to it. The IBS market is valued at a little over 3 million in the United States and is predicted to have significant growth by 2025 to 779 million. That's a compounding annual growth of 10.09%. Once diagnosis has been confirmed in the UK, who are leading the field in terms of IBS and hypnotherapy, treatment is readily available on the NHS. And Peter Horwell, Professor of Medicine, Gastroenterology at the University of Manchester, and his pioneering research found 60% of IBS sufferers see long-term improvement after using hypnotherapy, and even the disappearance of symptoms with no reoccurrence. And it's recommended that clients have 6 one-hour sessions to treat IBS. And 25 to 45 million of the United States population suffer from IBS, and the symptoms can be mild to serious and impacting clients' lives. Clients experience abdominal pain, discomfort, abdominal contractions, spasms, cramps, bloating, constipation, diarrhea, excessive wind, indigestion, nausea. And hypnosis can reduce anxiety, stress, and encourages well-being. And it can reduce sensitivity in the gut. Last year, I read a study in the International Journal of Clinical and Experimental Hypnosis titled Irritable Bowel Syndrome, an international study of symptoms in 8 countries. The countries were USA, Mexico, Canada, England, Italy, Israel, India, and China. Italy had the highest pain score, Mexico the most bloating, China the most diarrhea. And in a moment, I'm going to share with you a few stories. And at first you might be thinking, why am I sharing with you these stories? But your subconscious mind will find them of value a little later on. Victor Schauberger came from Bavarian aristocracy. His apprenticeship began when he was employed by Prince Adolf Schallenberg-Lippe and gave him the responsibility to look after 21,000 hectares of untouched forest. And Victor noticed mountain spring water at its greatest density has the anomaly point of 4 degrees Celsius. One day someone removed a stone covering from a natural spring, and to everyone's surprise the spring dried up. And when they rebuilt the stone covering, the natural spring reappeared. And it was clear to Victor that water loves forest and shade. And in many Muslim cultures, they believe oil and gas and fuel is the blood of Allah, a gift given to their people. And water to Victor Schauenberger was the earth's blood. And he also knew when water was at its optimal density, it was at its strongest for carrying logs of wood. And he observed rivers spiraled like snakes, and developed secondary currents at its bends, smaller ones deep in the banks, and how salmon could jump so high in the air. Victor offered to help the European disaster. At the time, the European river, the Rhine, when timber cutting began in the Swiss Alps close to its source, the river would silt up and lose its ability to generate velocity, flow, and spin to keep its path clear. And the curve of the Rhine River began to straighten. The forest natural cooling, restoring effect was lost due to deforestation. Water technicians tried to strengthen the walls with concrete. And today the Rhine has one of the highest amounts of microplastic pollution in the world. A properly regulated river, the turbulent parts of the water spread outward towards both banks, and there divide into smaller masses. They grind and crush the material that's being transported, while the main part of the stream is undisturbed. And the quality of the water affects the metabolism of the river, and your body is a system of tubes. And as Don Tolman would say, you are totally tubular, dude. And every time you eat, you begin to swirl and spiral food in your mouth. Your jaw relaxes and tenses, pulses and relax. Your throat swallows, pulsing and relax. Your food is processed through the stomach, duodenum, and intestines. Pulse and relax. Pulse and relax. And just like a strong, healthy river, you can slowly rebuild your inner ecology by allowing your body to relax, pulse and relax. Pulse and relax. When you're ready to orient yourself back to your external world, you can wriggle your fingers and toes, stretch out, take a few deep breaths, and open your eyes. Welcome back. You're perfect, just as you are.